स्वरूपिणी ॐ प्रणवमन्त्रिणि पुस्तकधारिणि ॐ प्रणवमन्त्रिणि पुस्तकधारिणि श्यामसहोदरि ललितमनोहरि श्वेतकमलवासिनि ब्रह्मविहारिणि वाणी वीणा शारदा वाणी श्यामसहोदरि ललितमनोहरि श्वेतकमलवासिनि ब्रह्मविहारिणि वाणी वीणा शारदा वाणी चन्द्रमौलीश्वर भवानी सामगान प्रियदर्शिनि शालिनि वाग्विलासिनि अमृतवर्षिणि शारदा देवी शारदा देवी शारदा वैष्णवी.
Thank you, Purnima. Now I request President Sahitya Akademi Sri Madhav Kaushik ji to welcome the chief guest of this evening, Professor Triveni ji, with a bouquet, shawl and packet of books. Respected Professor Triveni ji, distinguished scholar, writer, translator, Dr. Madhav Kaushik ji, President Sahitya Akademi, Professor Kumar Sharma ji, Vice President Sahitya Akademi, the winners of Bal Sahitya Puraskar, all the writers and scholars present here, media personalities and friends. I am glad to welcome all of you for this ceremony to present Bal Sahitya Puraskar 2023. Before going any further, I would like to express my heartfelt congratulations to all the award winners present here, not as an individual, but along with every member of Literary Fraternity of India and my colleagues in the Academy. Not only these award winners, but every contributor to the growth and development of children's literature in India and in all the languages should be appreciated, encouraged and promoted without any exception whatsoever. Friends, irrespective of the social conditions, literature is vital for the development and growth of children. It is universally applicable and holds true across time too. Children are vital assets to every civilization, and those countries with large youth population are blessed, since for a very long time they will see progress and growth. But for that to happen continuously and without any interruption, every citizen has to look after the children of the society. Bringing up the children is not only the duty of the parents, but also education institutions and other citizens, and in the same way, education does not happen merely in schools, but also at home and other places. As part of this process is providing children with right kind of reading materials to children that are not preachy in tone, but educative and at the same time entertaining enough to engage variety of children. So what literature does to children? Children's books provide new knowledge and widen their horizons, entertain them and trigger their creativity and energize them to explore new worlds. It is that age that defines the personality that will develop later in their lives, but children with bodies of steel and creative minds are not only assets for the countries for the present time only, but they are the seeds out of which gigantic trees of future will sprout and grow. So, right literature that is educative and entertaining will ensure the society of balanced personalities. Societies of balanced personalities tend to progress and be on top of the game for a very long time. Even a cursory glance through the annals of history would suffice to reveal the veracity of this. Literature plays a very crucial role in children's lives while they are in their developmental stage. Children's books tend to enhance the vocabulary of children and empower them to be better communicators. Language is not a barrier for children. They have the knack of absorbing the central story and run with the cue. Children's books are predominantly pictorial in nature and they trigger the creativity and imagination in children, and children tend to imagine the story and characters behind the pictures. Literature, as well as other forms of art, that is music, dance, drama, drawing, painting, etc., can be used to empower and motivate children towards the adoption of healthy behaviors, contributing to the improvement of pupils' quality of life. Life is never linear, nor are the societies. There are innumerable characters in the world, and children should be taught to live with the difference and the philosophy of difference. Children's books with numerous different characters, different lifestyles, different thought process, not necessarily always good and evil, different cultural practices, nature with the grand diversity of flora and fauna, animal kingdoms, cosmos, etc., empower and enable to children to come to terms with the differences and diversity of life and situations. There is another aspect of children's books, and their role in the society is their therapeutic function. Children's books have the capacity to heal the psychological wounds and trauma which children may encounter and undergo in life. Children's literature can be used to motivate children towards the adaptation of healthy behaviors and better quality of life. Children's books enable children to appreciate at a very young age their own differences, and that is very important in a multilingual and multicultural society like India. That is one area which the teachers and parents can focus by introducing children to books that depict diversity in a variety of interesting ways. The main goal of education is the historic development and growth of children into balanced personalities by working on the imagination, curiosity, creativity, play and joy in children. Children's books provide all that. So there is no better educator for children than books. Given such value and importance of children's books in the society, I am afraid we citizens have not come to understand and appreciate the efforts of writers of children's books. Even in 2023, in many languages of India and of course the world, writers of children's books are being looked down, and in some of the mainstream languages that are recognized under the 8th schedule of the Constitution, writers struggle to find the publishers who are willing to publish children's literature. Sahitya Akademi's Bal Sahitya Puraskar is one of the few efforts to appreciate and honor writers of children's books as the creators of tomorrow's world, literally. They shape the personalities, and if we, all of us, are honest, we will accept we were also in part or in full shape and influenced by children's literature at one point or the other in our lives. More institutions and publishers from all over the country to encourage and promote these writers. In few languages of the country like Malayalam and Bengali, the scenario is brighter. That is because in those languages, every eminent writer has also taken pains to write books for children during their lives. These are the only two examples I just mentioned. I will conclude my welcome by highlighting one more issue that needs our attention urgently. bringing children's books from other languages. Writing and translating books for adults is far easier than doing that for children. In children's literature, the translator had to keep in mind cultural compatibility. For example, if the translator translates from, say, Kashmiri to Malayalam, she or he has to innovate on the spot and introduce culturally compatible elements or objects. Otherwise, children will not understand. So we have to encourage and promote translators of children's literature too. If the writers of children's books are like shapers of destiny, translators of children's literature are like placers or applications who ably place the story in the environment from which children will easily grasp. All the awardees who are present here deserve more than applause for brightening the lives of children in different languages. Once again, my congratulations to all of them, and of course to all the writers of children's literature in India. Friends, I take this opportunity in welcoming Professor Triveni ji, eminent English and Hindi writer, translator, scholar and former professor and head Department of English, University of Delhi, who has kindly agreed to be with us as the chief guest evening. And he has been the visiting professor at the University of Chicago and the University of London, and also lectured at various universities in the USA, UK, Europe, South America, Australia, China, Japan, etc. He is the author of Colonial Transactions, English Literature and India, and has co-editor of Interrogating Postcolonialism, Postcolonial Translation, Theory and Practice, The Nation Across the World, etc. He has participated in several broadcasts on literary and cultural matters for Indian radio and TV, as well as on the BBC and the CNN. He was a Commonwealth Scholar, University of Wales, Honorary Research Fellow, University of Birmingham, Visiting International Scholar, University of Georgia. Welcome to Professor Triveni. I heartily welcome the President of Sahitya Akademi, Dr. Madhav Kaushik ji, eminent Hindi writer, who has kindly agreed to preside over the function. He has more than 30 published books to his credit, including poetry collections, short story collections, criticism, children literature, translation and edited books. And some of his books and poems have been included in the curriculum at graduate and postgraduate level in different universities. Presently he is also the chairman of Chandigarh Sahitya Akademi, recipient of Shiromani Sahityakar Samman, Mahakavi Surdas Samman, Babu Bal Samman, Hans Kavita Samman, All India Balra Shani Award, Millennium Award, Lifetime Achievement Award from Haryana government, etc. Welcome to C. Madhav Kaushik. I sincerely welcome Professor Kumar Sharma ji, the Vice President Sahitya Akademi, who is gracing this occasion. And she is working as Professor, Department of Hindi, and she is also Head of Department, University of Delhi. And she has 13 published books on various subjects such as media, women discourses and literature to her credit, besides many published articles in reputed newspapers and magazines. She has delivered more than 300 lectures in different Indian universities and important social forums on national and international level. She has been the member of Executive Council, Atal Bihari Vajpayee Hindi Vishwavidyalaya Bhopal, Academic Council Mahatma Gandhi Antarrashtriya Hindi Vishwavidyalaya, expert member of Board of Studies of Gautam Buddha University, high-level core committee member of Prasar Bharati, member of Hindi Advisory Committee of Ministry of Civil Aviation Government of India, etc. And she is the recipient of Sahitya Bhushan Samman, Bharatiya Harishchandra Puraskar, Damodar Chaturvedi Smriti Samman, Sahitya Sri Samman. Welcome to Professor Kumar Sharma. With these few words, I once again welcome all the award winners and their family members, writers, scholars, literary lovers, media personalities, and of course, every one of you for this ceremony to present Bal Sahitya Puraskar. Thank you all. Now I request President Sahitya Akademi, Sri Madhav Kaushik ji, to address this august gathering.
नमस्कार आदरणीय प्रोफेसर हरीश त्रिवेदी जी, मैडम कुमुद शर्मा जी, वाइस प्रेसिडेंट साहित्य अकादमी, राव साहब सचिव साहित्य अकादमी, सभी पुरस्कार विजेता आदरणीय लेखक, उनके परिवारजन और सभी बौद्धिक वर्ग के प्रतिनिधि लेखकों, साहित्यकार मित्रों, साहित्य अकादमी के जितने पुरस्कार अर्पण समारोह हैं उनमें से बाल साहित्य पुरस्कार का जब भी ये आयोजन होता है तो हमें उन सारे अर्पण समारोह से अधिक प्रसन्नता होती है, क्योंकि जैसे कहते हैं बालक इस देश का भविष्य है, तो बाल साहित्य भी साहित्य का भविष्य होना चाहिए और बाल साहित्य वास्तव में भविष्य भी है। अंग्रेजी में कहावत है कैच देम यंग। अगर बचपन से आपको पढ़ने की आदत नहीं पड़ी तो अच्छा पाठक ही अच्छा लेखक बनता है। तो आप जिस बालक समुदाय के लिए, बच्चों के लिए लिख रहे हैं, आप बड़े पाठक वर्ग को तो तैयार कर रहे हैं, बड़े अच्छे लेखकों को भी तैयार कर रहे हैं। तो आपका ये जो योगदान है ये बाकी सारे रचनाकारों से बहुत बड़ा है। हिंदुस्तान में बहुत सारा समाज संकीर्णता से ग्रस्त है, उसी अनुपात में थोड़ी सी संकीर्णता हमारे साहित्य समाज में भी आई हुई है। बहुत सालों तक हम ये मान के चलते रहे कि बाल साहित्य बचकाना साहित्य है, इसलिए उस पर कभी ज्यादा गौर नहीं किया गया। साहित्य अकादमी ने भी ये जो सम्मान बाल पुरस्कार का किया 10 साल पहले किया और बड़े संघर्षों के बाद, समझाने के बाद ये शुरू हुआ। अब लोगों को और पूरे समाज को ये समझ आया कि बाल साहित्य के लिए जितना काम किया जाए उतना कम है। पहले हिंदी का हर बड़ा रचनाकार, हर भाषा का हर बड़ा रचनाकार बाल साहित्य की रचना करता था। रविंद्रनाथ टैगोर था, सत्यजीत रे थे, प्रेमचंद थे, दिनकर जी तक ये परंपरा चलती रही। उसके बीच में एक ऐसा वक्त आया जिसको हम अंधा अंतराल कह सकते हैं। बड़े लेखकों ने बाल साहित्य लिखना बंद कर दिया, तो उसके दुष्परिणाम हमारे सामने। मित्रों, कई बार मैं सोचता हूँ और बड़ा हैरान भी होता हूँ, दुखी भी होता हूँ। पूरी दुनिया के आतंकवादियों की यदि आप सूची बनाएं तो उनमें से 99% बहुत पढ़े लिखे हैं, टेक्नोक्रेट्स हैं, इंजीनियर्स हैं, साइंटिस्ट हैं, लेकिन बचपन में अगर उन्हें कोई बाल साहित्य की किताब देता तो उनके अंदर इंसानियत पैदा हो जाती। उनको इंसान इसलिए नहीं बना सके हम क्योंकि किसी ने उनके अंदर मानवीयता का वो जो बीज था उसको आरोपित ही नहीं किया, किसने उनको संवेदनशील ही नहीं बनाया। तो ये बाल साहित्य इतना महत्वपूर्ण है। आप एक पूरी पीढ़ी के भविष्य का निर्माण करते हैं। मैं आपका हार्दिक अभिवादन, अभिनंदन भी करता हूँ। और हिंदुस्तान जैसा देश जिसमें इतनी विविधता है, उनके बालकों के सोच और संवेदना में भी विभिन्नता है। भारत के 2 हिस्से हैं, महानगर का रहने वाला बालक और गांव में रहने वाले बालक, दोनों की आप तुलना नहीं कर सकते। ये साहित्यकार हैं जो उस गैप को पूरा करते हैं। अब जब से हमारे परिवार एकल परिवार हुए हैं, अब दादा दादी नाना नानी तो है नहीं जो उनको कथाएं सुनाए। आप लोग एक डिवाइन दादा नानी और दादी का भी काम कर रहे हैं। आप उनमें वो जो बातें जो परिवार से सहज रूप से मिल जाती थी बच्चों को, अब वो लेखक उनको दे रहे हैं। इस वजह से ये आपका काम और भी ज़्यादा बड़ा हो जाता है। मित्रों, 2 हफ्ते पहले साहित्य अकादमी का एक दल फ्रैंकफर्ट बुक फेयर में गया। दुनिया के जितने बड़े प्रकाशकों के स्टॉल थे उनमें से 70% स्टॉल चिल्ड्रन लिटरेचर के थे। और वो जिस तरह से पुस्तकों का प्रकाशन करते हैं, जिस पिक्टोरियल क्वालिटी के साथ करते हैं, शब्द को कई रूपाकारों में बच्चे के सामने रखोगे, विभिन्न रंगों में रखोगे तो वो ज़्यादा असरदार। पूरी दुनिया के समकक्ष अगर हम अपनी तुलना करें तो बहुत नीचे रहते हैं। तो अब समय आ गया है कि आने, और इसमें कोई दो राय नहीं है कि आने वाला जो दशक है वो बाल साहित्य का है। आप टेलीविज़न रोज देखते हैं, आप देखेंगे चिल्ड्रन वर्ल्ड के लगभग 25 चैनल्स हैं। उन 25 चैनल्स पे जो चीज़ आ रही है 90-95% वो यूरोपियन, कोई जापानी है, कोई चीन का है, कोई अमेरिका है, कोई बीबीसी का है। उसमें भारतीय लेखन की भागीदारी 5% है। अब हमें बाल साहित्य के लेखकों से मैं ये भी निवेदन करूंगा कि उनकी किताबें सेलुलाइड के जरिए भी उन सब तक पहुँचे। राव साहब ने एक सूचना आपको सूत्र में दी। हम भी जिन पुस्तकों का प्रकाशन करते हैं, जिनको पुरस्कृत करते हैं, उन पुस्तकों का 24 भाषाओं में अनुवाद भी करवाते हैं। और ये अनुवाद का कार्य कितना कठिन है ये आप जानते हैं। बच्चे की वो जो डिवाइन इनोसेंस है, डिवाइन स्माइल है, यू आर द प्रोटेक्टर ऑफ दैट डिवाइन स्माइल। हम आप सबका हार्दिक अभिवादन अभिनंदन करते हैं। और जितने लेखक हैं उनकी पत्नियों का और उनकी पतियों का भी अनुभव करते हैं, अभिनंदन करते हैं, जो उन्हें ये काम करने का समय देते हैं। उनके कोई भी बड़ा लेखक अपने परिवार और परिवेश के सहयोग से ही बनता है। आप उन्हें सहयोग देते रहें, हम आपके अत्यंत आभारी रहेंगे। धन्यवाद। जय हिंद।
बहुत धन्यवाद सर। Now the award presentation. As per the convention of Sahitya Akademi, the Vice President welcomes the award winner with the bouquet, and President Sahitya Akademi will present the plaque, shawl, and also the award amount is 50,000 rupees. Now the award in Assamese goes to Rotindranath Goswami. Rotindranath Goswami is an eminent Assamese writer and editor. He was born on 20th February 1967 in Jorhat, Assam. Besides Assamese, he knows Bengali, English and Hindi. He holds a master's degree in science, geology and postgraduate diploma in journalism. Currently, he is Chief General Manager Geology in ONGC. He has around 18 published books to his credit, including Chiching, Chalman Mahadesh, Mahasamudrar Sipre, Sangram. He is a recipient of Hembarwa Memorial Award, Assami Shish Sahitya Bota, Lokpriya Kapoti Shish Sahitya Nyasa Bota, and Dr. Ghanshyam Goswami Memorial Award. Koval Mani Aru Chichingar Dukha Sahasik Abhijan is an Assamese novel about the adventures of the main character Chiching, an intelligent, courageous and adorable mouse on its voyage to the Mount Everest, Arabian Sea, etc. The novel, written in a mesmerizing style and the engrossing narrative, reveals the stories covering moral lessons. The children will develop social concern and get moral education while reading the book. As such, Sahitya Akademi is happy to confer its Bal Sahitya Puraskar in Assamese on Rotindranath Goswami for his novel Poval Mani Aru Chichingar Dukha Sahasik Abhijan. you. The award in Bengali goes to Shamal Kanti Das, but due to health reasons he couldn't make it. Now the award in Bodo goes to Pratima Nandi Nursery. Pratima Nandi Nursery is a noted Bodo writer and theatre artist. She was born on 30th November 1960 at Moria Gaon, Kokrajhar, PTR, Assam. She knows Assamese, Bengali, English and Hindi besides Bodo. She holds master's degree in arts and is self-employed. She has 26 publications to her credit, including Maidangristi, Sonani Swanglu, Gatvi Dasongri Manshi, Gosaini Gozono Nozor, and she is a recipient of the Nil Kamal Shastri Award, Farvangiri Mahendra Mushahari Literary Award, and Someswari Literary Award from Bodo Sahitya Sabha. Gosaini Gozon Nozor is a collection of short stories in Bodo which recounts the stories related to folklore, tradition, culture, and environment. The book is intended for children and is wonderfully written, occupied with colorful illustrations. The book communicates good moral messages to children to become responsible citizens. The stories are simple and interesting, which can easily attract young readers and inspire them to build good character. As such, Sahitya Akademi is happy to confer its Bal Sahitya Puraskar in Bodo on Pratima Nandi Nursery for her collection of short stories, Gosain Gozon Nozor. Thank you. डोगरी में पुरस्कृत बलवान सिंह जमोड़िया। बलवान सिंह जमोड़िया डोगरी के प्रख्यात कवि और लेखक है। आपका जन्म 10 मई 1958 को जम्मू कश्मीर के जम्मू में हुआ। आपको डोगरी के अलावा हिंदी तथा अंग्रेजी भाषाओं का भी ज्ञान है। आपने शिक्षा शास्त्र में स्नातक, डोगरी में स्नातकोत्तर तथा डोगरी ऑनर्स की उपाधियां प्राप्त की है। आप प्रधानाध्यापक के पद से सेवानिवृत्त हुए। आपकी 6 कृतियां प्रकाशित है, जिनमें उल्लेखनीय है सोच अपने अपनी, मानसर, मने दे गल, कांचका आदि। आपको प्रतिष्ठित स्थानीय संगठनों द्वारा कई पुरस्कारों से सम्मानित किया गया है। कंजकाम लोक परंपराओं, प्रकृति, नैतिक मूल्यों, राष्ट्रवाद, ऐतिहासिक स्थानों तथा पर्यावरण जैसे विभिन्न विषयों से संबंधित डोगरी बाल कविता संग्रह है, जो बच्चों को इतिहास, संस्कृति और उनके आसपास की दुनिया की बेहतर समझ प्राप्त करने में सक्षम बनाता है। यह कविता संग्रह छोटे बच्चों में ज्ञान, बुद्धिमत्ता और मानवीय मूल्यों को विकसित करने के लिए काफी सरल और रचनात्मक ढंग से लिखा गया है। बलवान सिंह जमोड़िया को उनके डोगरी कहानी संग्रह कंजकाम के लिए बाल साहित्य पुरस्कार प्रदान करते हुए साहित्य अकादमी प्रसन्नता का अनुभव कर रही है। Award in English goes to Sudha Murthy. Sudhamurthy is a distinguished writer in Kannada and English and also a philanthropist, teacher, visionary leader and an entrepreneur and engineer. But please, yes. Born on 19 August 1950 in Shigaon, Karnataka, she knows Hindi, Marathi, Kannada besides English. She holds a master's degree in engineering from the Indian Institute of Science, Bangalore. She has around 45 publications to her credit, including Avyakte, Gently Falls the Bakula, Grandmother's Bag of Stories, Gopi Diaries, Wise and Otherwise, etc. Several of her books have been translated into major Indian languages and also in Italian and Arabic. She is a recipient of several prestigious honors and awards, namely Padma Bhushan and Padma Shri from Government of India, Lal Bahadur Shastri National Award, Rajyotsava and Attimabbe Awards from Government of Karnataka. Grandparents' Bag of Stories is a collection of stories in English that encourages children's curiosity to explore more into the country's rich and diverse culture, traditions, rural life and history. It provides glimpses of rural India and throws light on the positive side of life in a simple and conversational style of writing appealing to young readers. The book has a classic quality and is contemporary in tone. As such, Sahitya Akademi is happy to confer its Bal Sahitya Puraskar in English on Sudhamurthy for her collection of short stories, Grandparents' Bag of Stories. Thank you. Award in Gujarati goes to Raksha Behan Prahlad Rao Dave. Raksha Behan Prahlad Rao Dave is an eminent Gujarati writer. She was born on 21st February 1946 in Santacruz, Mumbai. She knows Hindi, Sanskrit, English besides Gujarati. She holds a master's degree in arts, B.Ed and also a PhD. She retired as a lecturer in Gujarati. She has 82 publications to her credit, which include Surajmukhi, Nishigandha, Vamitam Madhuram, Balanritya Natika Sangrah, Balakavya Sangrah, etc. She has been honored with a number of awards including Sri Gijubhai Badheka Gold Medal, Ravish Naik Shishu Katha Award, Sri Nanubhai Mohan Bhai Media Lifetime Achievement Award, etc. Hyum Myum Tun Chun Chun is a highly engrossing collection of poems, stories and word games for children. The author has brilliantly unfurled children's psyche and structured the poems, stories and games not only to educate them in human values but also in simplicity and richness of the Gujarati language. The poems have enchanting rhythm and the stories excellently relatable and encapsulate variety of subjects that children may immediately endure. As such, Sahitya Akademi is happy to confer its Bal Sahitya Puraskar in Gujarati and Raksha Behan Prahlad Rao Dave for her poetry and story book, Hu Myum Tum Chum Chum. हिंदी में पुरस्कृत सूर्यनाथ सिंह। कुमुद जी। सूर्यनाथ सिंह प्रख्यात हिंदी लेखक, पत्रकार और अनुवादक है। आपका जन्म 1 जुलाई 1967 को उत्तर प्रदेश के गाजीपुर के सवना में हुआ। आपको हिंदी के अलावा अंग्रेजी, बांग्ला, भोजपुरी तथा अदबी भाषाओं का भी ज्ञान है। आपने जवाहरलाल नेहरू विश्वविद्यालय नई दिल्ली में हिंदी में स्नातकोत्तर तथा पीएचडी की उपाधि प्राप्त की। संप्रति आप हिंदी दैनिक समाचार पत्र जनसत्ता में एसोसिएट एडिटर है। आपकी लगभग 20 कृतियां प्रकाशित हैं, जिनमें धधक, धुआं धुआं, बर्फ के आदमी, चलती चाकी और आशापूर्णा देवी की श्रेष्ठ कहानियां शामिल है। आपको हिंदी अकादमी दिल्ली से यशपाल पुरस्कार, प्रेमचंद्र पुरस्कार, भारतेंद्र हरिश्चंद्र पुरस्कार तथा बाल पुरस्कार सहित कई प्रतिष्ठित पुरस्कारों तथा सम्मानों से विभूषित किया जा चुका है। कौतुक क्या हिंदी में विज्ञान रचना है जो विज्ञान और प्रौद्योगिकी के विकास तथा बच्चों, समाज और जीवन के नैतिक मूल्यों पर इसके प्रभाव की कहानी दर्शाती है। इसे एक अनूठी कृति माना जाता है क्योंकि लेखक ने भव्य ऐतिहासिक और पौराणिक पात्रों के संबंध में नवीन तकनीकी अवधारणाओं, वास्तव में नए विषयों तथा अद्भुत नाटकीय शैली का प्रयोग किया है। यह उपन्यास अपनी मनोरंजक कथा तकनीकी के माध्यम से पाठकों को विज्ञान के चमत्कारों से परिचित करवाता है। सूर्यनाथ सिंह को उनके हिंदी विज्ञान रचना कौतुक ज्ञाप के लिए बाल साहित्य पुरस्कार प्रदान करते हुए साहित्य अकादमी प्रसन्नता का अनुभव कर रही है। धन्यवाद। अवार्ड इन कन्नड़ा goes to विजयश्री हालाडी। Vijayashree Haladi is an eminent Kannada writer born on 28th April 1975 at Muduri, Haladi, Udupi district, Karnataka. She knows English, Hindi and Tulu besides Kannada. She holds a bachelor's degree in education and master's degree in Kannada literature. She retired as a high school teacher. She has 9 publications to her credit, which include Pappu Naiya PP, Bija Hasiranguva Galige and Jambikoli Mattu Puttu VG. She is a recipient of many awards and honors, including the Karnataka Sahitya Akademi Award, Mumbai Sushila Shetty Smarak Award, and GB Om Bala Children's Literature Award. Surat Ki Gate is a Kannada novel that encourages children to develop a strong bond of love with nature. The book portrays different tenets of rural life and the ways that can help children getting themselves engaged with the local flora and fauna. It also talks about how parents can identify and promote children's talents and passions. The novel is unique for its fluency in conveying the lively experiences of joy in an affectionate style. As such, Sahitya Akademi is happy to confer its Bal Sahitya Puraskar in Kannada on Vijayashree Haladi for her novel Surat Ki Gate. Thank you. Award in Konkani goes to Tukaram Sheth. Tukaram Rama Sheth. Tukaram Rama Sheth is an eminent Konkani writer, poet and editor, born on 31st July 1952 in Volvai, Ponda, Goa. He knows Marathi, English and Hindi besides Konkani. He holds a bachelor's degree in economics and master's degree in Marathi language and literature. He served in the Telecom department of Goa and also as the editor of the Konkani magazine Konkan Times. He has around 20 publications to his credit, including Manmotyam, Paklo, Pulangam and Balangam. He is a recipient of many awards and honors, including Sahitya Akademi Award, Goa Konkani Academy Award, G.S. Ammonkar Excellence Award and Dr. T.M.A. Pai Foundation Award. Jan is a Konkani novel which depicts the life of Subodh, a child who explores the rural world around him with the help of his grandfather. It is a tale of childhood days blended with a mature elderly insight into life, a beautiful example of the metamorphosis of a butterfly as given in the book calls for the realization of the importance of nature and the environment. It is considered an engaging book with excellent readability. As such, Sahitya Akademi is happy to confer its Bal Sahitya Puraskar in Konkani on Tukaram Ramashet for his novel Jan. Thank you. मैथिली में पुरस्कृत अक्षय आनंद सन्नी। अक्षय आनंद सन्नी मैथिली के प्रख्यात लेखक और पत्रकार है। आपका जन्म 3 अप्रैल 1989 को शिवनगर मधुबनी बिहार में हुआ। आपको मैथिली के अलावा अंग्रेजी तथा हिंदी भाषाओं का भी ज्ञान है। आपने हिंदी में स्नातकोत्तर की उपाधि प्राप्त की। आप मैथिली मीडिया के स्वतंत्र पत्रकार हैं। आपकी प्रकाशित रचना है ओल कतरा झोल कतरा, आम चू अमरोड़ चू तथा अवनीत आखर। आपको मैथिली साहित्य महासभा नई दिल्ली द्वारा नव हस्ताक्षर पुरस्कार तथा मैसाम युवा सम्मान से अलंकृत किया जा चुका है। ओल कतरा झोल कतरा मैथिली कविता संग्रह है जो बच्चों के लिए पारंपरिक मिथिला गीतों तथा कविताओं में मिश्रण के साथ आधुनिक विषयों को प्रस्तुत करता है। यह संग्रह किशोरों को दादी नानी द्वारा गाए गए गीतों के माध्यम से उपलब्ध भाषा, नैतिक मूल्यों तथा शिक्षाओं को समझने में सुविधा प्रदान करता है। यह कृति बाल मनोविज्ञान के अनुरूप नए युग से सरोकारों को समझने के लिए आधार प्रदान करती है। अक्षय आनंद सन्नी को उनके मैथिली कविता संग्रह ओल कतरा झोल कतरा के लिए बाल साहित्य पुरस्कार प्रदान करते हुए साहित्य अकादमी प्रसन्नता का अनुभव कर रही है। Award in Malayalam goes to Priya A.S. Priya A.S. is an eminent Malayalam writer and translator, born on 28 May 1967 at Eramalur, Alappuzha, Kerala. She knows English and Hindi besides Malayalam. She holds a master's degree in English literature, a diploma in public relations and journalism. She retired as section officer from the Cochin University of Science and Technology, Kochi. She has around 27 published books to her credit, including Chitra Sarabhangule Vidu, Ororo Tiruvukal, Jagaruka, and Kunju Karayangode Vodu Tampuram. She is a recipient of many awards and honors, including the Sahitya Akademi Translation Prize, Kerala Sahitya Akademi Award, and State Bank of India Award. Perumaliyuthe Kunji Tudukal is a Malayalam novel that reveals the tale of the devastating floods that ravaged Kerala in 2018 and how children from different backgrounds unitedly helped people at the relief camps in tackling the natural calamity. The way environmental issues and greed of the mankind harms the nature has also been depicted in the book. The creative elements, narrative technique employed in the novel are fascinating and positively motivate children. As such, Sahitya Akademi is happy to confer its Bal Sahitya Puraskar in Malayalam on Priya IAS for her novel Perumaliyuthe Kunji Tudukal. Thank you. Award in Manipuri goes to Dilip Nongmethen. Dilip Nongmethen is a noted Manipuri writer, playwright, film director and an international tennis player. Born on 1st January 1965 at Uripolam Leke, Imphal. He knows English and Hindi besides Manipuri. He holds a degree in civil engineering. He retired as an assistant engineer from Public Health Engineering Department, PHED, Government of Manipur, Imphal. And he is a member of the Manipur Literary Society, Imphal. He has a book entitled Ibemma Amasum Nagapimma. To his credit, he is a recipient of many prestigious awards, including the NCERT Award and International Tennis Federation Award. Ibemma Amasun Nagapimma is a collection of children's short stories in Manipuri, which beautifully maintains a fine balance between the traditional and the modern, and reason and imagination as well. It is at once thought-provoking and full of adventurous elements. These stories connect man with nature and unfailingly impact moral lessons in the conservation of wildlife and natural habitats, simultaneously emphasizing the importance of modern gadgets and social awareness. The stories are remarkable for their simplicity of style and relatability. As such, Sahitya Akademi is happy to confer its Bal Sahitya Puraskar in Manipuri on Dilip Nongmethen for his book of short stories Ibemma Amasum Nagapimma. Thank you. Award in Marathi goes to Eknath Avhad. Eknath Avhad is a Marathi writer, noted Marathi writer and poet, born on 23rd October 1972 in Dapur, Nashik, Maharashtra. He knows English and Hindi besides Marathi. He holds a bachelor's degree in education and master's degree in arts. He is a teacher at a school run by Greater Mumbai Municipal Corporation. He has 30 published books to his credit, including Bodhaye, Anandachi Bagh, Ekada Kai Zhala, Gammat Gani, and Shabdanchi Navalai. He has received many awards and honors, including the Best Teacher Award from Greater Mumbai Municipal Corporation, Bal Sahitya Puraskar, VG Maidev Award, Best Teacher Award, and Srishti Mitra Puraskar from Government of Maharashtra. Chand De Anand is a poetry collection in Marathi for children that provides ample knowledge about history, science, environment and culture. It educates the readers in society, flora and fauna. The book entertains and helps children learn various things that are useful in life and the importance of developing good habits. The poems have mesmerizing rhythm and nurture love, affection and respect for parents, teachers and nature. As such, Sahitya Akademi is happy to confer its Bal Sahitya Puraskar in Marathi on Eknath Avhad for his poetry collection Chand De Anand. Thank you. Award in Nepali goes to Madhusudan Vishta. Madhusudan Vishta is an eminent writer and playwright in Nepali. Born on 1954 in Darjeeling, West Bengal, he knows English and Hindi besides Nepali. He holds a master's degree in Nepali literature. He is a teacher and a publisher of children literature. He has around 12 published books to his credit, including Nepali Bhasha Shabda Sudhi Sadhana, Veer Khadak Bahadur Vishta, and Kehi Suneka Kehi Guneka Kadharu. He is a recipient of many awards and honors, including Bhanu Jayanti Samiti Mangpu, Gorkha Dukh Nivaran Sammelan Award and Nepali Sahitya Sammelan Award. Bal Ekanki Natak Haru is a collection of 6 one-act plays in Nepali written for children, which enables them to learn and develop basic moral values in life. The author has tried to express psychological aspects of human society from various angles to spread messages of social consciousness, to eradicate evil thoughts from young minds and to establish love and harmony in society. Each play is written with remarkable sensibility to facilitate young readers to understand the themes that are dealt with. As such, Sahitya Akademi is happy to confer its Bal Sahitya Puraskar in Nepali on Madhusudan Vishta for his collection of one-act plays Bal Ekanki Natak Haru. Award in Odia goes to Jugal Kishore Sarangi. Please have a seat. Jugal Kishore Sarangi is an eminent poet, writer, translator, columnist and educationist. Born on 9 December 1946 at Sindhikela, Bolangir, Odisha. He knows Marathi, he knows English, Hindi, Sanskrit and Kosli besides Odia. He holds a bachelor's degree in arts and education. He retired from the Education Department, Government of Odisha. He has 23 published books to his credit, including Chitti Lal Pari, Narzirni and Duke Kheda. He is a recipient of numerous awards and honors, including Odisha Sahitya Akademi, Sambardhit Pratibha, Dr. Ambedkar Fellowship Award, and National Award with Gold Medal from the National Center for R&D in Education, Science and Technology, Mumbai. Jejenka Gap Gantili is a collection of short stories in Odia that deals with the subjects like environment, history, science, mythology, comics and wisdom. The stories in the book nourish the humanitarian aspects of the children's understanding of their world. Their uphold values like willpower, love for motherland, language and culture, and facilitate the overall development of the personality of a child. The language, style and thematic value of the book are excellent. As such, Sahitya Akademi is happy to confer its Bal Sahitya Puraskar in Odia and Jugal Kishore Sarangi for his collection of short stories, Jejanga Gapa Ganthili. Thank you. Award in Punjabi goes to Gurmeet Karyal. Gurmeet Karyal is a noted Punjabi writer, playwright and translator, born on 23rd December 1968 in Karyal, Moga, Punjab. He knows English and Hindi besides Punjabi. He holds a diploma in civil engineering, master degree in Punjabi and political science. He is an officer in the Department of Social Justice, Empowerment and Minority, Government of Punjab. He has 22 published books to his credit, including Sher Shah Suri, O Ikki Din, Band Darwaze and Harinna Bachniya. He is a recipient of several awards and honors, including Dalbir Chetan Katha Puraskar, Assis Manch Toronto Award and Folklore Research Academy Award. Sahitya Akademi is a collection of short stories in Punjabi that inspires children to become responsible citizens and noble human beings. Moreover, the stories encourage to develop hidden talents in children based on child psychology. The purpose of the book is to develop awareness about environment and scientific ideology in order to remove superstitions in children. Simple language, structure and lucid style employed in the book are remarkably felicitous. As such, Sahitya Akademi is happy to confer its Bal Sahitya Puraskar in Punjabi on Gurmeet Karyal for his short story collection Sahitya Akademi. राजस्थानी में पुरस्कृत किरण बादल। किरण बादल राजस्थानी और हिंदी की प्रख्यात लेखिका है। आपका जन्म 30 जून 1958 को राजस्थान के श्री गंगानगर में हुआ। आपको राजस्थानी के अलावा अंग्रेजी तथा हिंदी भाषाओं का भी ज्ञान है। आपने शिक्षा शास्त्र में स्नातक तथा हिंदी में स्नातकोत्तर की उपाधियां प्राप्त की है। आप राजस्थान सरकार के शिक्षा विभाग से शिक्षिका के पद से सेवानिवृत्त हुई। आपकी उल्लेखनीय कृतियां हैं ताबरा रा बोल, गाना अनमोल, जंगल का आईना और ताबरन री दुनिया। आपको राजस्थान साहित्य और सांस्कृतिक अकादमी बीकानेर द्वारा जवाहरलाल नेहरू बाल साहित्य पुरस्कार से सम्मानित किया जा चुका है। ताबरारी दुनिया राजस्थानी संस्मरण संग्रह है। यह कृति बच्चों की मासूमियत तथा उनके आसपास की दुनिया को जानने की जिज्ञासा और ज्ञान के महत्व पर केंद्रित है। इस कृति में इस बात पर जोर दिया गया है कि समाज, माता पिता और शिक्षकों को बच्चों को जिम्मेदारी नागरिक बनाने के लिए उनकी शिक्षा पर ध्यान देना चाहिए। लेखिका ने संस्मरण विधा को अपनाकर बच्चों के बारे में अपने विचारों को सरल भाषा में व्यक्त करने का अनूठा प्रयास किया है। किरण बादल को उनके राजस्थानी संस्मरण संग्रह ताबरन प्री दुनिया के लिए बाल साहित्य पुरस्कार प्रदान करते हुए साहित्य अकादमी प्रसन्नता का अनुभव कर रही है। धन्यवाद। संस्कृत में पुरस्कृत राधा वल्लभ त्रिपाठी। राधा वल्लभ त्रिपाठी संस्कृत और हिंदी के प्रतिष्ठित लेखक, शिक्षाविद, विद्वान और अनुवादक हैं। आपका जन्म 15 फरवरी 1949 को मध्य प्रदेश के राजगढ़ में हुआ। आपको संस्कृत के अलावा अंग्रेजी तथा हिंदी भाषाओं का भी ज्ञान है। आपने संस्कृत में स्नातकोत्तर, पीएचडी तथा डीलिट की उपाधियां प्राप्त की है। आप डॉक्टर हर सिंह गौर विश्वविद्यालय सागर से संस्कृत के प्रोफेसर के पद से सेवानिवृत्त हुए। आपकी लगभग 167 पुस्तकें, 227 शोध पत्र तथा संस्कृत से हिंदी में अनुवाद की 30 कृतियां प्रकाशित है, जिनमें संधानम, वादा इन थियरी एंड प्रैक्टिस, नाट्यशास्त्र और कादम्बरी शामिल है। आपको साहित्य अकादमी पुरस्कार, मध्य प्रदेश सरकार द्वारा शिखर सम्मान तथा यूजीसी वेद व्यास सम्मान सहित कई पुरस्कारों और सम्मानों से अलंकृत किया जा चुका है। मानवी संस्कृत उपन्यास है जो ग्रामीण बालक रघु के जीवन का वर्णन करता है, जो मानवी नामक बोलने वाली मादा हंस के साथ एक अनोखे बंधन में है। यह कृति जीवित प्राणियों और प्रकृति के बीच सामंजस्य के महत्व को संप्रेषित करती है तथा पृथ्वी को मानव निर्मित पर्यावरणीय आपदाओं से बचाने की आवश्यकता को जीवन की लय के साथ कोमलता और परम आत्मीयता के साथ दर्शाती है। यह कृति सरल और प्रभावशाली भाषा में लिखी गई है तथा गंभीर पर्यावरण चिंता के बारे में मजबूती से बात करती है। इसे लेखक द्वारा अपनाई गई उत्कृष्ट शैली के कारण बच्चे आसानी से समझ सकते हैं। राधा वल्लभ त्रिपाठी को उनके संस्कृत उपन्यास मानवी के लिए बाल साहित्य पुरस्कार प्रदान करते हुए साहित्य अकादमी प्रसन्नता का अनुभव कर रही है। धन्यवाद। संताली में पुरस्कृत मान सिंह माझी। मान सिंह माझी संताली के प्रतिष्ठित लेखक, सिने निर्माता एवं पटकथा लेखक है। आपका जन्म 2 अगस्त 1963 को पटकोच राजनगर झारखंड में हुआ। आपको संताली के अलावा अंग्रेजी, हिंदी तथा बंगला भाषाओं का भी ज्ञान है। आपने मैट्रिकुलेशन और आईटीआई की शिक्षा प्राप्त की। आपने टाटा स्टील जमशेदपुर झारखंड में फोरमैन के रूप में कार्य किया है। आपकी संताली में 5 कृतियां प्रकाशित है, जिनमें राहला रिमिल दनांग खोन, अरे कहानी, सकाम ओरस तथा बाबरा मोम शामिल है। आपको अखिल भारतीय संताली लेखक संघ से श्री बाबूलाल मुर्मू आदिवासी पुरस्कार से सम्मानित किया जा चुका है। नेने पेटे संताली में लिखित बाल कहानी संग्रह है, जो सामाजिक दर्शन, प्रेम, दुख, संकटग्रस्त जीव जंतुओं की सहायता करने एवं भाईचारे की सीख देता है। यह कृति अत्यंत सूचनापरक एवं मनोरंजक है तथा पाठकों के समग्र मनोवैज्ञानिक विकास को बढ़ावा देने की मददगार है। प्रेरक सामाजिक और आध्यात्मिक मूल्यों के साथ प्रयुक्त की गई उत्कृष्ट कथा तकनीकी बाल पाठकों के मन को प्रभावित करती है। मानसिंह माझी को उनके संताली कहानी संग्रह नेने पेते के लिए बाल साहित्य पुरस्कार प्रदान करते हुए साहित्य अकादमी प्रसन्नता का अनुभव कर रही है। धन्यवाद। The award in Sindhi goes to Dolan Rai, but due to his advanced age and health reasons, he could not make it. Now, the award in Tamil goes to K. Uday Shankar. K. Uday Shankar is an eminent Tamil writer, poet and translator, born on 10 February 1960 in Kovilapatti, Thuthukudi, Tamil Nadu. He knows Malayalam and English besides Tamil. He holds a bachelor's degree in science. He retired as a station master from Southern Railways of Indian Railways. He has around 150 books to his credit, including Yavar Vitulum, Tirath Padal, Bhim Petka, Daya, Velvet Muyul, etc. He is a recipient of many awards and honors, including the Vikatan Children Literature Award, Pudumai Pittan Award, Thisai Vettum Award and SRM Valliyappa Children Literature Award. Adaniyan Bommai is a Tamil novel based on archaeological shreds of evidence found in Kiladi near Madurai district of Tamil Nadu. The fiction beautifully narrates the past life of the Dravidians and their present conditions, brilliantly employing magical realism and historical perspective. A simple and lucid language with an engrossing narrative technique enriches the novel with educational values to inspire young readers. As such, Sahitya Akademi is happy to confer its Bal Sahitya Puraskar in Tamil on K. Uday Shankar for his novel Adinian Bommai. Thank you. Award in Telugu goes to D.K. Chaduru Babu. D.K. Chaduru Babu is an eminent Telugu poet and writer. He was born on 1st June 1967 at Pettapaspulla, Kadapa, Andhra Pradesh. He holds a bachelor's degree in education and master's degree in Telugu literature. He teaches Telugu and has 21 published books to his credit, including Bala Kathalu, Pillala Swargam, Manasuna Manishi, Akasham Andutundi, etc. He is the recipient of many awards and honors, including the State Best Teacher Award from Government of Andhra Pradesh, Guru Brahma Award from Yogi Vemana University, and Literary Award from the Chief Minister of Andhra Pradesh. Vajrala Vana is a collection of short stories in Telugu that portrays the tales which educate children to become noble citizens by firmly distinguishing between good and bad in society. The book is a combination of folk and sociological stories that convey information on psychological growth, moral values, science, wisdom, and problem-solving skills for teens. The narrative technique employed is racy and captures the minds of children. As such, Sahitya Akademi is happy to confer its Bal Sahitya Puraskar in Telugu on D.K. Chaduru Babu for his collection of short stories, Vajrala Vana. Thank you. उर्दू में पुरस्कृत स्वर्गीय मतीन अचलपुरी उनके पुत्र श्री यूसुफ मुकारम ग्रहण करेंगे। उर्दू के प्रख्यात लेखक स्वर्गीय मतीन अचलपुरी का जन्म 1 जुलाई 1949 को अचलपुर, अमरावती, महाराष्ट्र में हुआ था और उन्होंने 18 अक्टूबर 2022 को अंतिम सांस ली। उन्हें उर्दू के अलावा अंग्रेजी, हिंदी तथा मराठी भाषाओं का भी ज्ञान है। उन्होंने शिक्षा शास्त्र में स्नातक तथा उर्दू में स्नातकोत्तर की उपाधियां प्राप्त की थी। वे शिक्षक पद से सेवारत हुए थे। उनकी 18 कृतियां प्रकाशित है, जिनमें कलम के मोती, हरफों का पालगम, लाडले जानवर और माहौल नामा आदि शामिल है। उन्हें भारत के राष्ट्रपति से राष्ट्रीय शिक्षक पुरस्कार, महाराष्ट्र साहित्य अकादमी पुरस्कार तथा उत्तर प्रदेश उर्दू अकादमी पुरस्कार सहित कई सम्मान तथा पुरस्कार प्राप्त हुए थे। ममता की डोर उर्दू कहानी संग्रह है जो बच्चों में नैतिक मूल्यों के पोषण पर केंद्रित होने के अलावा सामाजिक और पर्यावरणीय मुद्दों पर प्रकाश डालता है। कहानियाँ सार्वभौमिक बंधुता, माता पिता और समाज में वंचितों के कल्याण जैसे विषयों की विस्तृत श्रृंखला को समाहित करती है। लेखक की लेखन शैली संप्रेषणीय है तथा युवा पाठकों की रुचि को आकृष्ट करती है। स्वर्गीय मतीन अचलपुरी को उनकी उर्दू कहानी संग्रह ममता की डोर के लिए बाल साहित्य पुरस्कार प्रदान करते हुए साहित्य अकादमी प्रसन्नता का अनुभव कर रहे हैं। उनके सुपुत्र श्री यूसुफ मुकारुम ग्रहण करेंगे। धन्यवाद। With this, once again congratulate all the award winners and also thank the President, Vice President and all the jury members as well who selected all these award winners. Now I request Professor Harish Triveni ji, the Chief Guest of this evening, to address this august gathering.
माधव कौशिक जी, कुमार शर्मा जी, डॉक्टर राव और 24वां विजेता इन पुरस्कारों के बहुत बहुत बधाई आप सबको। I'll speak in both English and Hindi. Kumarji and I, when we were sitting there, were noticing that compared with some years ago, a whole number of people now are indicating among the sample of prize winners that they also know Hindi. Yes, the number has, I think, substantially gone up. And I was saying to Kumarji that earlier even people who knew Hindi were sometimes hesitant for all kinds of reasons to say that they know Hindi. But that hesitation over the years has perhaps gone, yes, which is an indication that the gap between English, knowing English, which was a status symbol, and knowing Hindi, which has now become a status symbol as well, the gap has narrowed, which is a very good thing indeed. I was delighted to be asked to come here and speak today at this very special prize giving ceremony. I was so happy that I didn't even notice that I had no qualifications to come here. I have never written a children's book, and again, as I was saying privately, and now I can make public, I don't think I've ever read a children's book. People grow up in all kinds of different ways. I'll go into that in a little bit. I think the only time that I read children's books intensively was 5 or 6 years ago, when I was put on the jury for judging these awards for children's books, and then I had to read all the shortlisted books. This is because I didn't grow up in the kind of family where children's books were brought. I don't think we could afford them, number one, and number two, I don't think that we knew that there were such things as children's books. They were just books. Those were the days, as has been indicated already by Madhavji, and as is reflected in the title, of the English prize winner, there were grandmothers on both sides and grandfathers as well who took upon themselves the job of telling stories. We don't believe in writing down everything. It's the British who believe that you can't even cook a meal without using a cookery book. And you can't tell a story to a child even at bedtime without having the father or whoever, mother, having a book in hand. They read out to their children from a book. And that's the kind of book culture that has come to us. I'm not saying it's not a good thing. It's a wonderful thing. It's one of the many things that has come to us from abroad. The music, they can't play music without having a sheet before them. It's just the difference of cultures. They want everything precisely stated. Rudyard Kipling, who wrote some of the most popular books ever written by children, the Jungle Books, apart from other books that are rather more adult and imperial in nature, he read out stories to his children, and the children, his children demanded that every day he should tell, if he was repeating a story, in exactly those words, without any variation. And those children's stories are collected by Kipling in a book which is called Just So Stories. One should tell the story just so, without any variation. I do not wish this to be a lesson in cultural contrast, but when my own son was growing up, sometimes we'd lie on the terrace under the open sky where we slept, even in Delhi, in those days. And I tell him a story, and one day he said to me, the opposite of just so stories. One day he said to me, एक ऐसी कहानी सुनाइए जिसमें एक बकरी हो, एक नदी हो, एक पत्ती हो, and so on. Story made to order for that specific day, and it will change every day. मैंने उससे कहा कि और एक बाघ हो, उसने कहा नहीं, बाघ बिल्कुल नहीं हो, नहीं तो बाघ बकरी को खा जाएगा, कहानी खत्म हो जाएगी. So this is the kind of collaborative effort that goes in oral storytelling, which are invented and never repeated, because there's a variation at every step of the way. The attitude that we adults have to children is a very complex attitude. It's composed of many different elements. We love children, especially the kind of children to whom we tell stories, who would be, of course, our own children or children in our family. We love them, we want to protect them, we also patronize them, I think. All adults tend to underestimate the intelligence and the knowledge of children and the knowledge that they have already acquired. And they keep getting surprised every now and then. Especially in our modern age, whenever anybody of a certain age is in a problem with his smartphone or with the laptop, we call for the youngest member of the family to come and fix it, to help us out. So now there's a greater equality of who knows more, who's more of an expert in these things, especially the new things. There is also a misapprehension to the effect. In some minds, it was even more earlier, but not now, that children are not a separate category, they're only mini adults. And the sooner they become adults, the better for them and the better for everybody. This couldn't be wronger. This is not doing justice to the children at all, as entities in their own right. There is a scene in Charles Dickens in which a shy little boy is brought to a school and the headmaster looks him up and down, and you can see there is the shy, timid boy, and he says, "Oh, no problem, we'll soon make a man of you." That used to be the objective. And the child, shy though he is, very softly says, "Please sir, I'd rather stay a child." They are in no hurry to grow up. They are enjoying their childhood, and it is something that they don't wish to rush through, as many of us feel that they should rush through. Children have many qualities which we don't when we grow up, which children don't when they grow up. I think the primary one of them is innocence. There is a belief to the effect in all cultures, I think, that children, because they come straight from God, retain a kind of divine quality about them. बच्चे तो भगवान का रूप होते हैं. And even in English, Wordsworth has a poem in which he says, "We come trailing clouds of glory from God. Heaven lies about us in our infancy." शिशु अवस्था में, शैशव अवस्था में हमारे कुछ चारों तरफ स्वर्ग ही रहता है जहां से हम आए. So there is this innocence, and I think we need to honor it for as long as it is possible. One of the higher compliments that is paid to some people, some adults, is that they have a childlike innocence still. So that innocence has to be treasured and prized by us rather than dismissed, or rather than compromised and corrupted as soon as we can get it out of the way. They also have curiosity, insatiable curiosity. The curiosity of children can never be satisfied. They're curious about everything in the world. Of course, they have a lot to learn at that early stage. But that curiosity goes beyond just learning simple things. That curiosity actually becomes philosophical at times. The simple questions that they ask are very difficult to answer for adults. That's another wonderful quality in them. They have a lot of imagination. And they have a lot of sense of fun. Their imagination is uncurtailed. Later on in life, our curiosity is blunted, our innocence is gone, our sense of fun is diminished, we feel that we are more responsible, and our sense of nonsense. Children love nonsense in a way that adults are ashamed to do. We feel that we should be rational beings, responsible beings, and children are exempt from all this. So they live in a different kind of world, and they are closer to nature. And they are also very close to animals. That's why so many of children's stories feature animals in them. The usual example given is Panchatantra. And of course, they are very nice stories. They are called fables, if they have a moral purpose. And most of these stories involving animals usually have a moral purpose. They need not have that. Children enjoy animals in their own right. Perhaps they already have a sense that animals are better company than adult human beings. And they might be quite right in that. Because animals also have a kind of innocence and a kind of instinctive quality of life. There were children's books, it has been pointed out already, children's books are best when they're illustrated. That is also imagination that children have. The word imagination, of course, comes from image. If there is a visual image, it is not only a prop to the word that's printed and written, it is a supplement to that. Adult books have hardly any illustrations unless they are technical. One of the great differences is that children's books have pictures, and children already can visualize them. Another thing that's happened more recently is children have gone straight to images without the text. Cartoons have lots of images, even when they are not film cartoons. And there are children's programs on television, which of course are just image, without very few words very often. It's not that children are perfect. Children can be childish. Children can be totally insistent on unreasonable things. All of us who have parented know that. And children, when they grow up, begin parenting their parents. Many of us have also experienced that. They have learned it from us, that it is their job now to take care of us in so many ways. Again, one of the favorite stories of my own two children, when they were children, was a very beautifully illustrated story, one of the highlights of their lives, which had a Bala Sher and which had a Chota Sher. And the Chota Sher, of course, keeps growing on every page. And the Bala Sher remains who he is. And gradually the Chota Sher also becomes Bala. As Bala as the Bala Sher. Now, this natural progression was illustrated in such a fetching manner in that, without any conflict of generations, as if it were a natural process. And I remember it was a Russian storybook for children. There are many reasons for us to be thankful that the Cold War has ended. But I'm also sorry that the Cold War has ended, because now the Russians have stopped sending us those beautiful children's books for a very cheap price. In fact, there was a period when even the Chinese used to send us those books as propaganda. Now I think, we are in a different world, a different kind of approach to these things. Another thing that my children treasure is, there was a magazine in Hindi called Tinkle. And it had a column in each issue, Pita Putra Se. The father is saying something to the child, Pita Putra Se. Always Putra, never Putri in those times. Gender consciousness was yet undeveloped. That's the story of every culture. Pita Putra Se. And Pita says something to the Putra, and the Putra gives a reply, and the Pita is made to look very silly. It's such a brilliant, witty reply that Pita doesn't know where to hide. Now this is children's revenge. That they also can produce the kind of wisdom and the kind of wit that can match anyone, because their responses are instinctive. The last thing that I wish to say is, there are the psychoanalytical or the psychological view of childhood is so profound and at the same time so questionable in terms of common sense that I do not know what to make of it. Psychoanalysts believe that in very early childhood, before we are fully conscious, we have already received all kinds of influences and we have already experienced all kinds of traumas, which then remain with us throughout our lives and which then account for the fact that all kinds of things to do with our minds happen later on. And traditionally, the job of the psychoanalyst is to dig them out from the subconscious into the conscious and somehow to deconstruct them and defang those painful memories so as to give mental health back to that patient. I do not know whether it's true. Nobody knows anything about the subconscious. The subconscious, by definition, is unknowable. I have many arguments with some psychoanalyst friends that I have, and one of them told me, all right, if you don't believe in the subconscious, do you believe in God? I said, if subconscious is God, then I'm willing to have a skeptical belief in the subconscious. But no, they pretend to be scientists. And they say that by the age of 5 or 6, children are fully formed, so far as their subconscious is concerned. And that is what in dream in unknown aspiration guides us throughout our lives. What I would concede, what I would very readily concede is that children have a private world of their own. Children are happiest when they are not with adults. It hurts us to believe that, but I think it's true. Children are happiest with each other. And that world which we can witness sometimes from some distance, and I hope without interfering in it, we should do whatever we can to preserve, so long as it can last. We should not undervalue childhood. Childhood, of course, comes in many stages. Not all children are the same age. There are babies and there are infants and there are toddlers, and then there are people who begin going to a play group, so-called, or a nursery from 2.5 or 3 years of age onwards. When does childhood stop? Is there technically a cutoff? Prapte tu shodashe varshe putram mitravadacharet. When your son becomes 16, begin treating him not like a son but as a friend. Well, 16 is too late, I feel, especially in the modern world. At 13, they enter their teens. When I was judging that prize, 3 of the entries were what is called young adult fiction. I don't think we saw any example of that today. Judging by the write-up, which I was reading quite assiduously. Young adult is the love triangle already when you are in your early teens. 2 girls loving 1 boy, 2 boys loving 1 girl, heartbreak at that tender age, and so on. People in a hurry to grow up. I'm sure that happens as well. And that perhaps is the cutoff for childhood. And graduating into adulthood and adult emotions of all kinds. But within that, say, infancy to age 30, 12 or 13 or something like that, even that is divided into several subsections. I'm not advocating that there should be 3 or 4 different categories of the prize for children's literature. No, I think one is quite sufficient. And the kind of variety, genetic variety that we have seen. There are novels, which means long books. There are poems. There is even a memoir. And there are plays, of course, which lead to play acting. The children's instinct to play acting. Literature has so much to offer. The reason I did not read any children's books, what did I read instead? I read the newspapers. My father had an encyclopedia in the house, a 1-volume encyclopedia. At age 8 or 9, I was reading the encyclopedia because I didn't know about this separate category. And the newspapers that I was reading in the 1950s, I was trying to learn English through reading newspapers. I don't know, it was a common belief that if you read the newspaper every day, you will learn good English. I don't believe that's true anymore. From the newspapers that I read. There was a case that ran and on for several months in the newspapers in which a naval commander in Bombay called Nanavati had killed, gone and shot dead a Bombay businessman because the commander's wife and this businessman were having an affair. Now that is not exactly children's literature. But I was reading it every day because of curiosity. And I didn't understand half of it. It's not that I was precocious. What I'm trying to convey is that children will read anything. There is a curiosity and eagerness at that age which we lose afterwards. And therefore it's a very good thing that we are now channelizing and deliberately creating a kind of a subgenre or space where we can give them what may interest them a bit more than stories of adultery reported every day in the newspapers. Children's literature, therefore, has tremendous value. I did not know how much variety it has. Until today, I read very carefully what all the prize-winning writers have written. Already from the little paragraph I can see that there is infinite variety for all kinds of children. And I hope that the adults, the parents and others who read these books will also get further insight into how to understand childhood and how to coexist meaningfully, creatively with children. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir, for a wonderful lecture. In the beginning, he said, I'm not a children writer, but so much so he has already told us what is children literature. So soon we expect some children literature from you as well. So this now I request Professor Kumar Sharma ji, Vice President Sahitya Akademi, to give a concluding remarks.
आज के समारोह के मुख्य अतिथि प्रोफेसर हरीश त्रिवेदी जी, साहित्य अकादमी के अध्यक्ष श्री माधव कौशिक जी, सचिव डॉक्टर के श्रीनिवास राव जी और इस मंच पर उपस्थित सम्मानित बाल साहित्यकार और इस सभागार में उपस्थित सभी विद्वान मित्रों, साहित्य अकादमी की ओर से मैं पुनः सम्मानित साहित्यकारों का अभिनंदन करती हूँ और बधाई देती हूँ। आज का ये जो अभिनंदन समारोह था, मैं समझती हूँ कि कोई केवल आज सम्मानित हुए साहित्यकारों का ही अभिनंदन नहीं था, बल्कि ये समूची हमारी जो भारतीय बाल साहित्य की परंपरा है और उससे जो जुड़े रचनाकार हैं, उन सब का अभिनंदन था, जिन्होंने देश के भावी भविष्य के लिए भावी बच्चों को संस्कारित करने के लिए बाल साहित्य रचा और उन्होंने बच्चों के व्यक्तित्व निर्माण के लिए बाल साहित्य के महत्व को समझा भी और समझाया भी। बच्चों के भीतर विवेक को जागृत करने के लिए, नैतिक शिक्षा के लिए, उन्हें अच्छे बुरे की पहचान के लिए उन्होंने न केवल बाल साहित्य लिखा, बल्कि बाल साहित्य लिखने के लिए प्रेरित भी किया। और इस दिशा से जो साहित्य निकल करके आया, उसने वास्तव में बच्चों को ये बताया कि क्या बुरा है, क्या भला है, क्यों आपको सत्य बोलना चाहिए, क्यों संसार के समस्त प्राणियों के प्रति आपके मन में ममता, करुणा और दया होनी चाहिए, और हमें प्रेम, ईमानदारी ऐसे गुणों से क्यों जुड़ना चाहिए, सत्य क्यों बोलना चाहिए, जीवन में साहसी क्यों होना चाहिए। इन सब सवालों के जवाब भी उससे बच्चों को मिले। यानी हमारे पास एक बाल साहित्य की समृद्ध परंपरा है तमाम भारतीय भाषाओं की, जिसमें रचनाकारों ने एक मनोरंजन धर्मी स्वरूप में बच्चों को एक अनोखी दुनिया की सैर कराते हुए उन्हें नैतिक शिक्षा दे डाली और पूरी शिक्षा की पाठशाला सजा डाली। बात कर रहे थे प्रोफेसर त्रिवेदी कि उन्होंने बाल साहित्य नहीं पढ़ा है, और मैं बताना चाहूंगी मुझे अभी भी विश्वास नहीं हो रहा, क्योंकि मैंने बाल साहित्य पढ़ा भी है, पढ़ाया भी है। आपने घर में बच्चों को पढ़ाया है, पोती को भी पढ़ाना चाहूंगी, और दादी नानी से भी पढ़ा है। बहुत सारे ऐसे रचनाकार हैं, अभी हमारे इस मंच पर भी आदरणीय राधा वल्लभ त्रिपाठी जी बैठे हैं। बहुत से ऐसे रचनाकार हैं तमाम भारतीय भाषाओं में। रविन्द्रनाथ टैगोर जी का नाम लिया गया, प्रेमचंद जी का नाम लिया गया, जिन्होंने गंभीर साहित्य लिखते लिखते बीच में अपनी कलम रोकी, थोड़ा रुके और उन्होंने बच्चों के लिए साहित्य लिखा। हिंदी में अमृतलाल नागर और अमरकांत जी को आप याद कर सकते हैं। जब आप कह रहे थे त्रिवेदी जी कि बच्चों की मासूमियत की बात कर रहे थे, तो मुझे अचानक अमृतलाल नागर याद आए। उनसे एक साक्षात्कारकर्ता ने पूछा कि आपने तो इतना गंभीर साहित्य लिखा है। सचमुच उन्होंने मानस का हंस और खंजर न्याय जैसी कृतियां लिखी, गंभीर कृतियां, और उन्होंने बाल साहित्य भी लिखा, तो आपने ये कैसे लिख दिया? तो उन्होंने कहा कि जो रचनाकार होता है उसको शिशु होना नितांत जरूरी है। यानी अगर उसके पास शिशुवत मानस है, मन है, तभी वो लिख सकता है। उसके पास एक बच्चे जैसी मासूमियत होनी चाहिए, भोलापन होना चाहिए, अन्यथा वो लिख नहीं सकेगा। और एक बहुत महत्वपूर्ण बात उन्होंने कही, आपकी बात से ही मुझे याद आ गया। उन्होंने कहा कि जो बच्चा होता है वो दर्पण की तरह होता है, और अगर आप किसी बच्चे को देख लें तो आप उसके परिवार, उसके समाज, उसके देश के संस्कारों को जान सकते हैं, क्योंकि उसमें वो छलकते। और साथ में ये भी कहा कि जिस भाषा के पास बाल साहित्य की रचना करने वाले रचनाकार नहीं है, उस भाषा के लोगों को, पूरे उस भाषा के लोगों को लापरवाह और गैर जिम्मेदार समझा जाएगा। अब देखिए कितना महत्व है बाल साहित्य का। मैं मंच पर बैठी हुई थी, काफी देर तक कार्यक्रम चला, और मैं अपने विगत की स्मृतियों में चली गई। और मुझे लगता है हमारी जो पीढ़ी है उसके पास बाल साहित्य से जुड़ी हुई बहुत सारी स्मृतियां होंगी। हमने बाल साहित्य सायास नहीं पढ़ा प्रोफेसर त्रिवेदी, लेकिन हमने कक्षा में जो कविताएं पढ़ी, उठो लालम आंखें खोलो, पानी लाई हूं मुंह धोलो, बीती रात, मुझे लगता है बहुत सारे लोगों को याद होगी। प्यासा कौवा जो कहानी पढ़ी गिलहरी की, वो आज तक याद है, कभी स्मृति से गई नहीं। दादी नानी के पास शाम होते ही कौन सोएगा, सारे बच्चे पास में जाते थे, और वो किस्से कहानियां सुनने सुनाने का जो पूरा माहौल था, उसकी स्मृति आज जीवंत हो गई। दादी नानी को अगर आंख पलक भी झपकने लगती थी तो जगा देते थे झिझोड़ के, आगे बताओ ना क्या हुआ, दादी नानी आगे बताओ ना क्या हुआ। वो एक जिज्ञासा बच्चों के भीतर एक भोली जिज्ञासा होती है, कौतूहल होता है, उत्कंठा होती है। और अगर उस उत्कंठा, जिज्ञासा, कौतूहल को आप सही दिशा में मोड़ दें तो मुझे लगता है भावी पीढ़ी का बहुत अच्छा निर्माण आप कर पाएंगे बाल साहित्य के जरिए। लेकिन आज बहुत दिक्कत है, हम जिस युग में प्रवेश कर गए हैं वो टेक्नोकल्चर का युग है। आज बच्चों के पास इस तरह के उपकरण हैं कि वो दादी नानी के पास अब नहीं जाते हैं, उनकी हथेली पर है, और कम उम्र में ही वो बहुत कुछ ऐसा जान लेते हैं जो उन्हें कम उम्र में नहीं जानना चाहिए। और ऐसे में इन सब बाल साहित्यकारों के पास बहुत बड़ी चुनौती है कि किस तरह से साहित्य को लिखें कि जो आज का बच्चा है, जो टेक्नो संस्कृति में पल करके बड़ा हो रहा है, जिसके पास एक अद्भुत तर्क शक्ति आ गई है, जिसकी कल्पना को तरह तरह के उड़ान भरने को मिल गए हैं, तो आपको समझाना होगा, पुराख्यान पर भी आधारित अगर आप साहित्य लिख रहे हैं तो आपको लॉजिक के साथ लिखना पड़ेगा, तर्क देना पड़ेगा। तो आज चुनौती बहुत बड़ी है कि बाल साहित्य को कैसे रोचक और सरस ढंग से लिखा जाए। और मुझे लगता है अभी हम जो ये पढ़ रहे थे, इसमें संक्षिप्त जो बायोडाटा है और कृति के बारे में जो लिखा हुआ है, तो मुझे लगता है कि हमारे जो बाल रचनाकार हैं वो बहुत आकर्षक ढंग से लिख रहे हैं, सरस रोचक ढंग से लिख रहे हैं, और अपने दायित्व का निर्वाह बखूबी कर रहे हैं। यानी बाल साहित्य के माध्यम से नैतिक शिक्षा देना, उनके भीतर जीवन और जगत को जानने का कौतूहल पैदा करना। और ये पूरा मंच इस बात का प्रमाण है कि हमारे रचनाकार बच्चों को शिक्षित करने के लिए साहित्य के माध्यम से किस तरह से उत्सुक हैं और किस तरह से अपने दायित्व का निर्वाह कर रहे हैं। शायद ही आज का ये पूरा मंच इसलिए भी समृद्ध है कि तमाम भारतीय भाषाओं की शक्ति और सामर्थ्य को भी यहाँ अभिव्यक्त कर रहा है। तो मैं शुभकामना देना चाहूंगी अपने सभी सम्मानित रचनाकारों को कि इस देश की भावी पीढ़ी अपने सांस्कृतिक मूल्यबोध से जड़ों की तरह जुड़ी रहे और देश की प्रगति और विकास में आगे चलकर उसका बहुमूल्य योगदान हो सके, उसके लिए अपनी कलम से किताबों के रूप में उनको अनुपम उपहार सौंपते रहें। अब एक और दायित्व भी उपाध्यक्ष के ऊपर हमारे सचिव जी ने डाला हुआ है, धन्यवाद ज्ञापन का। देखिए, कोई भी समारोह हो, पुरस्कार अर्पण समारोह हो, समारोह के साथ सामूहिकता जुड़ ही जाती है। बिना सामूहिक सहयोग के कोई भी समारोह संपन्न हो ही नहीं सकता। इस समारोह में भी बहुत सारे लोगों का योगदान रहा है। हमारे मुख्य अतिथि यहाँ पर आए और बाल साहित्य नहीं पढ़ा उन्होंने, लेकिन उसके बावजूद बहुत सरस और रोचक ढंग से व्याख्यान प्रस्तुत किया। और अध्यक्ष दीपावली के मौके पर चंडीगढ़ से यहाँ पर आए और सचिव जी हमारे हमेशा की तरह से मुस्तैद रहे इस कार्यक्रम को सफल बनाने के लिए। और ये सम्मानित रचनाकार भी दूर दूर से आए हैं, त्योहार का मौसम है, मना भी कर सकते थे, लेकिन वो आए। और हमारी साहित्य अकादमी की टीम जो हर समारोह में बहुत ही परिश्रम और लगन से काम करती है, तभी हमारे कार्यक्रम सफल हो पाते हैं। उन सबको भी बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद। इस सभागार में मीडिया कर्मी बहुत समय से उपस्थित हैं। मीडिया कर्मियों को बहुत चौकन्ना रहना पड़ता है, बातचीत नहीं कर सकते इधर, उनको भी बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद। और आप सभी विद्वान मित्रों को जिन्होंने सभागार में उपस्थित होकर के, जो कि काफी संख्या में है, मैं देख रही थी सीढ़ियों पर भी लोग बैठे हुए हैं, जबकि ट्रैफिक जाम से गुजर करके आए हैं, उसको झेलते हुए आए हैं, आप सबका भी बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद। और दीपावली की सभी को बहुत शुभकामनाएं। नमस्कार।
बहुत धन्यवाद शर्मा जी, Special Sahitya Akademi. I also extend thanks to Professor Triveni ji, who is the chief guest of this evening. Also, Dr. Madhav Kaushik ji, President Sahitya Akademi, Professor Kumar Sharma ji, Vice President Sahitya Akademi, and all the award winners and their proud family members who are present here, and the audience who made this event a grand success. We always get this kind of support from the literary fraternity of Tilly and NCR. And also thanks to all the media personalities who are present here. Before I request all the award winners for a group photograph, just a small announcement. Tomorrow morning at 10 o'clock, all these award winners will share their experiences, how they become a children writer, why they choose this particular genre, and how their journey is, and all these things they will tell. So without, please come to Sahitya Akademi Auditorium, that you must be knowing, that is 35 First Road, Ravindra Bhavan. It will be held in the first floor of Ravindra Bhavan. So all the award winners will tell about their own writing journey and their own experiences. So I request all of you to join it. And after the writers meet, we have arranged lunch also. So please be with us tomorrow, whole day with us. Thank you so much. Now I request all the award winners to come forward for a group photograph.